We have some news right now. Donald Trump and the Trump administration have removed MLK Day and Juneteenth as free admissions day to national parks. But you know which day they added? Donald Trump's birthday. Donald Trump.
Yo, you tuning into the Notion Podcast. I'm your host, Dizzy D. Spill, and you're tuning in to Outlawed Opinions. Let's go ahead and run this back. I wanted to clarify more about how this affects certain things and why this is news. So let me run it back and let's let this gentleman explain.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump and the Trump administration have removed MLK Day and Juneteenth as free admissions day to national parks. But you know which day they added? Donald Trump's birthday. Donald Trump's birthday, also Flag Day on June 14th, will now be a free admission day to national parks. This, according to local PBS affiliates. So when you go to national parks, typically you have to pay. Not on all days, but on most days. Days you don't have to pay, like Juneteenth, MLK Jr. Day, or previously at least, they're national holidays. Now Trump has decided, you know what, we're going to remove MLK Jr. Day, we're going to remove Juneteenth from the days that you don't have to pay, and instead we're going to add my birthday. Donald Trump's birthday will now be a day where you don't have to pay for admission. But this is obviously causing outrage, and justifiably so, among many people across America. It's just a symbolic nature of what Donald Trump is trying to do here, and it's pretty evident. Spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news that you need to know.
Yeah. Now, when I first came across this, it was kind of misleading because the way people were talking about it and the way it came off as if the holidays itself were going to be removed. But basically what he said in the video is true. He's just taking away the free admissions day. Why? I don't understand that. I don't know why. I don't know what the whole hype is. I don't know what that's supposed to do other than irritate black folks. Here's my thing about the commander in chief. And I've tried to, I'm not going to say I've tried to be nice about it, but I've tried to be unbiased about certain things. But it's only so much we can go through where it's just like, all right, let's really talk about it. Here's the thing. I do think that Donald Trump is prejudiced. I'm sorry. There's not a whole lot that you guys can say that's going to make me feel otherwise. That's cool that he donated to HBCUs, but I do believe he's also an elitist as well. Now, what kind of person would say, I'm going to remove all of this and I'm going to make it about my birthday? That's just grade A narcissism right there. Now, that at most it's just going to irritate black folks, or it's going to irritate, black historians and people that really care about the culture as well as I care about the culture, but I'm not bothered by that. The point that I really wanted to make, and it's specifically for black folks, this is why it's important to preserve our history. This is why it's important to start establishments that's going to celebrate us. We have to get out of the mindset of worrying about other people that don't look like us, that don't care about us, that's going to preserve things as far as our history, and that's going to celebrate us. And this is an example right here of why. Since Donald Trump's both terms, he's dedicated a large portion of his terms to trying to erase everything that the only black president has accomplished or that he's put into place. Now, you're going to have a lot of supporters out there saying how bad this was and how bad that was, but check the comments in the videos that I've put out. People will say something about Obama and the things that he done was wrong and this, that, and the other, and he was an awful president, and then they'll give their reasons, and then I'll give the real reason because they're going off of what somebody else said instead of going off of the facts. And it's 2025. We have the internet. I'm getting the facts from the same area you should be getting yours from. But is this a huge deal? It's not affecting us as far as the community and the culture. There's other things that are being done that's affecting us more. To me, this is just petty. That's how I look at it. And Donald Trump is very petty. You guys know that. He didn't go to a man's funeral because that man didn't go to, his inauguration. And that man happened to be black. And y'all know who I'm talking about. But it's just, we live in a weird time, man, where for some reason, black people Black history is up for conversation every other day. And it's funny to me because the people that support this type of behavior and these type of conversations that is provoking and antagonizing Black folks, these people think it's okay. They think that this is necessary. There's something about Black people that really, really irritates people and gets under their skin, even if you've done nothing to them. That's why we just got to do our own thing the best to our ability and protect one another, look out for one another, and things of that nature. Because there's people out there that just hate us for being here. Okay? I don't know what this is supposed to do. I don't know how this is supposed to get prices down. Excuse me. I don't know if I don't know what significance this had for Donald Trump to do this, other than just to try to irritate and piss people off. But maybe I'm missing something. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this. All right. If this is your first time tuning into the Notion Podcast, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on at the bell, and like the content so it pops up in your algorithm more. You've been tuning in to the Notion Podcast, Outlawed Opinions. Until next time, take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave them comments. I'll read them and I will respond. Until next time, peace.